People of Pennsylvania, that's including myself, you should be really concerned on what the Pennsylvania Game Commission is planning on doing. I got this article I saw last night, and I thought it's definitely worth sharing to get the message out. This is not good. Game Commission plans insecticide spraying on state land. The Pennsylvania Game Commission plans to spray insecticide on game lands in southwestern part of the state in effort to control invasive insect spongy moth. Statewide, more than 123,000 acres are going to be sprayed in late April and May, just as the egg masses hatch. And then says they'll be using Mimic 2 LV. Sorry, the wind was not cooperating. Anyway, it's called Mimic 2 LV with an active. I didn't have the whole article, but they say it's generally safe. I just printed off a little screenshot from my phone, but I will have the full article link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Because it was kind of a long article. I didn't want to have the entire thing in here. I mean, really, just that little bit we read is all we need to know. So I got a safety data sheet here, which is for Mimic 2LV insecticide. And this is a 14 long page that tells you how bad this poison really is. It's a poison. So first of all, we got these warnings, which mean the first one says, organ toxicity with repeated exposure, and the other is hazardous to aquatic environments, long-term hazard. Category 1, and then the other is Category 2. I had to move into my greenhouse where it's somewhere less windy, so we'll continue where we were. Basically, this is not good to put in the environment, and what are they going to be doing? Spraying 123,000 acres of this. And that's going to go into the environment. It's not good, especially for aquatic life. So this is going to soak in. It's going to kill fish, birds. But we'll continue reading. And it's not good for humans, of course. So we got right here, may cause damage to organs like the blood, liver, kidney, though prolonged or repeated through. Very toxic to aquatic life with long-lasting effects. So just because it might not kill a fish on the spot, it's going to stay in the system. And if you eat that fish, what's going to happen? And you can argue, it's just being sprayed in the game lands. Yeah, but if they're spraying it, it's going to go all over into the air. It's not just going to stay in one spot. You don't want to breathe the mist or vapors. You want to wash hands thoroughly after handling. Do not eat, drink, or smoke with this project. And avoid releasing it into the environment. So that means you shouldn't be spraying billions of acres with this stuff. If you truly cared about the environment and truly cared about people, you wouldn't spray this stuff. But if you're purposely trying to harm people, perfect excuse. Say you're going to spray something for a moth, when really it's very toxic to people, your organs, and aquatic life and other life. All right, we got the next page. I don't even know if I'm going to go through all of this because this is I found a PDF and downloaded it. And it's very telling with how toxic this is. I have to say, let's get a look at our hazy skies today. Might as well talk about that as well. That's no better than this stuff. So your eyes, you want to rinse thoroughly for several minutes. Skin, you want to remove contaminated clothing and shoes, and wash with plenty of soap and water. You want to get medical attention if skin irritation occurs. In fact, if you ingest it, you want to rinse mouth. Then you don't want to inhale it, of course, because this stuff is deadly. This is your medical attention, special treatment needed if you do inhale this stuff, which it's going to be happening if it's in the air from being sprayed. Who knows? It's the end. It's getting close to the end of April right now. They could even be spraying it right now. And people are right with this. They just do this without any consent. You see the problem here. Then, okay, we'll go to the next. You know what I find really, really wrong on this sheet too is specific uses is forestry insecticide when it just mentions you don't want to put it in the environment. So that seems like a bit of a contradicting statement to me. And that seems really wrong. Alright, I'm just going through some of these other pages. Alright, then it also says here about active ingredients. Active ingredient, which is, we'll go back to that in a second. In animals, effects have been reported on the following organs: blood-forming organs, which is the bone marrow and spleen, kidney and liver, may cause methemoglobinemia, whatever crazy-ass words they make up, thereby impairing the blood's ability to transport oxygen. All right, and then it tells you about the different toxicity for fish and vertebrae and such. And also, if you think this is just going to like disappear right away, it also mentions how it's not readily biodegradable. So it's not like it's just going to disappear as soon as it's sprayed. It's going to linger. It's going to linger. All right, before we kind of wrap it up here, I just want to talk. The active ingredient is dimethybenzoic acid. And then I think there's another one too, tebufenozide. And then we got some inactive ingredients: glycerin, polyethylene glycol, octaphenol ether. And then this, okay, so what really gets me, trade secrets, others. 62%. So 62% of this is a hush hush. What really is it? When this already isn't good for you, then what the heck is this? Might as well just say other poisons. Now the Game Commission. Shady. Probably everywhere. The Pennsylvania Game Commission. I just remember we had a fishing spot one time. They had these nice ponds, and we caught all kinds of nice big fish. Then all of a sudden, they started working there. They drained the ponds. It killed a bunch of fish off. And now the beaver dam kind of dammed around they had like a flow pipe. So the water would drain out, but the beaver dammed it up. They had that drained, killed all the fish. Ever since I try and fish there again, I haven't caught anything. They killed all the fish in there. I remember when we went that same year right after they drained the ponds, we went there, and there was absolutely dead fish all along. It was sickening that the Game Commission is supposed to be for the environment, and look at the stuff they're doing. If you can still say they're for the environment, then I don't know what other evidence you need that they're purposely doing this. And that goes for our government, too. We've just got to be truthful anymore. It's the truth. Tell me, would you breathe this stuff? Would you drink this stuff? And clearly it's not safe to be sprayed. As you see right here, it does damage to your organs. No matter how acute they say it is. No, that's wrong. And I don't consent to it. I don't see how anybody else will be. I hope that if you're in PA, you see this, we should be saying no to it. Just like we should be saying no to this. Because this ain't right at all. There's no cloud structures in the sky anymore. Just hazy. And this has been bugging me all day long, but I know God wanted me to make this video for you all. Because God wants you to wake up to the truth. Man, lie. Man, you can't trust man. Now, when I say that, I don't mean you can't trust your family. There's some people can trust. But you have to put all your trust in God, because as you see, there are many people that'll be out to deceive you. Sometimes even your family can. Obviously, you have some people, family and friends that you can trust well, but most of the time, most people will use you to get ahead in life, not realizing that that is just wrong. But God will not deceive you. He's the one that will not. So make sure to trust in Him every day. And don't trust in their lies. As you see, in that article, it said it was generally safe. Is this generally safe? Oh, just a little damage to your organs is pretty safe. I don't think so. But anyway, I think I did enough rambling. Game Commission, as I said, don't trust them. Government, don't trust them. And other than that, try to put your trust in God, and that's about all I had to say. Thanks for watching, and God bless.